Greetings, humanity. Thank you for tuning in to Channel Other Doc. I am Jim. I use he, him pronouns. And with me today again is Lucci. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
It's been so long. Like there were holidays and things going on. And
it's been a while.
I know. It's been 6 weeks.
Forevers. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It has been many forevers, and it is now an entirely different year, in which to do things, so yeah, it's so much, but I hope all is going well, or at least at present.
Look, the short answer is yes.
Good, excellent. We were talking about the long answer backstage. You don't get to hear that, but lifes. That's all I can say. And it's really understandable.
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm okay. I exist. I've actually been. It's just been sort of going nuts with just sort of burrowing into the various gaming things, and I've been actually I finally got back to editing my book a little bit, so that's
nice.
Kind of remarkable. I'm hoping that trend continues. I've started doing this really weird thing that I don't fully understand. I don't fully comprehend of getting up in the morning and doing things.
Yep.
It doesn't feel right, but I'm doing it anyway.
I am trying that trend as well. So it is not a New Year's resolution because the resolution was made before New Year's, and I was hoping to start it before New Year's, but then things got busy, so it hasn't started. It's half started because I didn't want to procrastinate anymore. So
yeah, that's good.
I am learning a language. I am
cool.
Eating better and exercising. So
cool, awesome. Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, I don't do resolutions. I never really have, but this was just a thing where I was like, hey, I need to do things. I need to just do things or try to organize the space in my head between work and not work. And this is kind of... I've only been doing this for a week, though, so I'll have to see if it holds. We shall but hope. And we'll see. And hopefully I can finally finish editing this freaking book and start, sending it places. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully. In the meantime, however, it has been some time since we have been here, so we have Zorkery to delve into.
Yeah.
I went back and I looked a little bit at what we had been doing, and I think we had picked up an item that we were going to use. We were going to feed to a door shaped like a lizard.
Yes, I think so.
So that's kind of where we're. Let me actually also. I didn't do this. Go ahead.
I remember more about what's going on than I did last time.
Cool. I'm just gonna pull up the map app for myself as well, so that I might remember where we were. And actually, I should probably go ahead and show that here, so that folks will see it. Let me see if I can reopen whatever it was we were working on. This will help us. Remember.
Oh yeah, that's super helpful.
Okay, that's very clear now. Yes, I hope. Hopefully, it's just this. That's all it is.
Yeah.
We wondered. We got up the. We went up a well last time, as I recall.
Yeah.
And that was kind of over here.
Yeah, there was an automation, and
yeah, we think we might have done something that affected the carousel room. We had a robot press a triangular button, And that caused a strange thudding sound and some rooms up here to spin. I think the low room to spin. And I'm hoping that means...
finish all of those things?
Not all of them. There's some stuff we haven't figured out yet, but...
right.
I'm hoping that what we did up there will now mean the carousel has stopped spinning, but I do not know if that is the case. I know we had the robot try pressing in these buttons in several combinations, but we'll see. So we'll kind of yeah.
I love the idea that, like, if we just did this first, like, this would have been way easier. Like,
fair.
Got through the middle room.
Yeah, I know.
Potentially stop the carousel.
I'm gonna be
there
so
would
mad.
been significantly less saves.
This is true. This is very true. So we picked up some cakes, some 4 differently colored cakes, and I think the green cake makes you shrink and the blue cake makes you grow.
Right.
And the red cake is absorbent. And then there's another cake that's, I think, orange, possibly, that I don't know what it does.
The lie. That cake is obviously the lie.
It probably is. There's a sphere in this dingy closet that we cannot pick up because then we are trapped by a cage that falls on us and kills us.
Right, which is why we were going to send the robot in, right?
Yeah, we did, and that also didn't work because then there was just a cage in the room and we couldn't get into it.
Right.
So I'm not sure exactly what the deal was there. And I think that's roughly where we left off, was up in these rooms. And we've got these. We managed to get hold of these like chocolate covered insects, which we're gonna be.
Right.
Yeah. Which we're thinking we're gonna feed to the lizard door. Yeah, the guarded room over here. And so I'm hoping that the carousel room has stopped spinning, because if it has, that means we'll be able to go west finally. I hope. Out of that room. But we'll see, I guess. We'll see. We take you all now back to 1981. Release of Zork 2 from Infocom. I'm going to restore the game here. And we'll see what happens. See if I can actually even figure out which save to reopen. Number 60, perhaps. Good lord. The last one it says is 16. Let me see. Does it give me the times? Because yes, it does. Here we go. 621 it says was the last modified. 624 was after that though, so maybe it's this one. The even more T save might be the last save we did. So I'll go ahead and open that and we'll see what happens.
Let's see where we are.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are carrying a package of candy, a stoppered glass flask filled with liquid, a cake frosted with red letters, a cake frosted with orange letters, a china teapot, a sword, and a lamp, which is not currently on, so we're not using precious battery power. We're in the tea room. This is a small room containing a large oblong table, no doubt set for afternoon tea. It is clear from the objects on the table that the users were indeed mad. In the eastern corner of the room is a small hole no more than 4 inches high. There are passageways leading away to the west and the northwest. Remember, this was in 1981 when it was still cool to do abject Alice references.
When they haven't been overdone, like what we're having with Sherlock now.
I don't know if we've quite hit the saturation point with Sherlock Holmes yet, but I do feel it coming.
I feel it coming.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially with the last books going up this year.
Oh, you see, I have not seen the books that have been coming out.
No. The copy or whatchamacallit? The last original Sherlock Holmes books enter public domain.
Oh, they do?
Or did on the first.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's the entire canon is now public domain.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Along with Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, that I heard about. And I'm terrified about the this movie that's coming out.
The horror movie?
Yeah. It might be out already, actually. It may have already played.
There's a Grinch Grinch horror movie coming out. That actually looks great.
I heard something about that, too.
In a very horrible way. Instead of Who's in Whoville, Cindy You Know Who survived a horrible Christmas massacre, and the Grinch is back.
I feel like have we become the Ouroboros now, or is society now eating its own tail?
Uh-huh.
Is now when this is happening? I'm not sure.
I'm really like.
Or does this just always happen every generation?
I believe we've been eating our own tail for a long time now, but we finally got to the part where like the mouth is as big as the body, like where it's harder to choke it down. We now look like a complete ring.
Good to know. Good to know. There's wow. I just.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help.
I appreciate that. Right? Yeah, no, that's good. That's very good. That's very helpful. I'm worried. I don't know. Humanity is not doing great. Just everything is a reference everything kind of is a reference to another thing just because that's where things come from, but at the same time, holy crap. It's just the turnover rate. The turnover rate is the problem. So we grabbed up, there was this green piece of paper here, it says, which I think we've already read, and we don't really need to bring with us. I'm going to convince myself. And I guess at this point, do we want to just like get in the bucket and try to
let's
back down?
Let's take a break and then come back to these things.
Yeah. I at least want to see if we can, if going further elsewhere can give us more insight over, over here. You never know. So I guess we'll go ahead and head west to the top of the well. And it's pitch black. And there's a wizard. Why?
I see nothing has changed.
Nope. Still there it is. The wizard appears floating nonchalantly in the air beside you. He grins sideways at you. The wizard draws forth his wand and waves in your direction. It begins to glow with a faint blue glow. The wizard, in a deep and resonant voice, speaks the word "fall." He cackles gleefully. Well, let me check. Is that one of
fall
the?
Do?
That's a new spell, I think. Oh no. We have it. We have it. I've recorded it. That made us fall out of the basket.
Right. Yeah, but we're not.
Yeah, if we get in the bucket, we'll probably fall out of that, you see, and then... I think the
yeah.
idea is that it's random, of course, but I think that...
the next up or down thing you go to, yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been what happened there. I think if he had appeared, in midair, which is why they have him floating nonchalantly in the air beside us. If we'd already been, like, high up in the balloon, then that would have caused us to die immediately.
Right.
So that I think is the situation. But the power of restore compels him to go away. And we shall try this again. We'll be eaten by a grue lest we turn on our lamp. There it is. Okay, there's that quantity of water inside the wooden bucket that was previously in the bottle that was in Zork 1. You are at the top of a well. Well done. Etchings on the side of the well. There's a small crack across the floor at the entrance to a room on the east, but it can be crossed easily. It doesn't let us even acknowledge it, but I wonder if there was a point to that. I don't know. Wooden bucket, 3 feet in diameter, 3 feet high. Enter bucket. And I guess we need to absorb the water. Because that's the only solution I can think of. Putting the red cake in the water.
I mean, what did we have the water in before?
We poured the water into the bucket so that the bucket would rise.
Right.
That was the activation. But it's in the top of the well now, and we need to get it to go back down.
Okay.
And the only way I can think of to do that is put the red cake in there. Unless there's something else you think we can do.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
I was reduced to like scooping it, so
Yeah,
don't listen to me.
Oh, as you know, sort of the scooping it like a sane person would do. No, we're going to use this
magic cake,
magical cake that otherwise would not actually be able to do what it is meant to do.
Yeah.
We're carrying a stoppered glass filled with liquid. I have no idea what that means. I mean, I know what the words mean. I'm not sure what the liquid is we are carrying. Anyway, put red cake in water. Nice try. Okay. This is going to be dangerous. I hate this. I hate this solution.
So get bucket, drink water.
Okay, hang on. And the reason I'm restoring is, of course, to save moves. Before I turn the lamp on again. There's a skull and crossbones engraved on the glass. Okay, we've got poison of some kind, I think. I can't remember where we picked it up.
Yes. I feel like it was upstairs. In the well.
Oh my god. Oh! Okay. You were right.
Just put it back in the bucket.
Just scoop it up in the teapot. That's it.
I mean, I guess technically, if you could pick up the bucket, you could pour it into the teacup, so, like, that teapot, so I guess that makes sense.
So weird. It wouldn't move before, of course, but anyway. That's okay. That solution is now known. Let's see, where are we headed? We're headed west, the Pearl Room, and then northwest to the Carousel Room. Heavens help us. Pearl Room, former broom closet. Exits are to east and west. Riddle Room, where we solved the riddle.
Oh, here we go.
Northwest. Carousel Room. Okay, I'm going to save the game again here. Because it is time. And I guess it'll be the moment of truth shortly, unless... Is there anything we want to pick up or put down?
I don't think that... I think we need to get into that room and then see if we need anything.
Because I know we're going to need the candies.
Yeah.
The reason I put all this down is because...
The orange cake crumpled to dust.
Oh, holy hell. Okay. That's a good thing I just saved the game.
Yeah.
All right.
Both cake. All the cake.
So we can't put the cake down. That's fascinating. Okay. I just dropped the flask in the teapot, I guess. But it would help if I used proper English. I don't know if we'll need either of those things, but I kind of would rather... I want the inventory space, damn it! Shall we try going west?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, maybe save and then west.
Well, I mean... that's not going to take long.
Yeah.
Let me see. Okay, I'm going to try heading west.
Oh my god, we're in room 8.
Yay!
Glad you know we could have done this from the beginning.
I know, right? Ah!
I think we had all of those pieces so early on. The teapot, access to the water.
Yep.
I mean, we didn't have the answer to a stupid riddle, but...
True. Yeah, that was part of the problem.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That is hilarious. All this time! And it's still just called Room 8. This is a small chamber carved out of the rock at the end of a short crawl. On the wall is crudely chiseled the number 8. A spray can is in the corner. In large type, the legend, Frobozz magic Grue repellent. That's wonderful. That's delightful. Frobozz magic Grue repellent. Is that a thing that should even work? I wonder. I don't know. I feel a terrible urge to save the game again.
Okay.
Just because.
Room
8.
Rom 8.
Rom 8.
Rom.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Rom
8.
Rom 8.
Rom 8. I'm glad we both went there immediately.
Yes. Glad we were on the same page for that. Very important. Oh my god. So a small chamber carved out of the rock. Crudely chisel number 8. Spray can is in the corner. Okay, so I think it's pretty much just a question of picking up the spray can and leaving it. That's all that's here. Just a can of Grue repellent. I do not understand the significance, but perhaps we'll come to it. Here I am splashing tea everywhere. Okay. So, yeah, let me go ahead and I guess we'll get the can. And then I guess we can. Let me go ahead and I must record this momentous thing. That we now have another room finally. And it is room 8. And here we have Grue repellent. I remember reading about Grue repellent years ago, but I no longer recall what it does. My thought is perhaps it repels Grues. One would imagine.
That's some strong thought you have going on there.
I mean, I realize it may be a controversial take, but I think that history will prove me right. Okay. Oh, there we go. That was... I cannot believe... all that just for a freaking can of Grue repellent. It's so much. So much.
I'm glad that secret carousel room didn't, have something useful like an exit.
Yeah, that would have been great. Oh, dear God. Okay, so I guess we can go to the guarded room now.
Hey, we can go straight there.
I know! I am overcome with
directions mean something.
It's yes. I'm overcome with joy for this. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop the repellent. Or I'm gonna drop the can of Gru repellent. And I'm gonna save. Again. Carousel no more. And this is 63. My God. My God. Okay. So let's see. So we go southwest and then southwest again. Might help if I get the candy. I already have that. Dang it. Okay. Cowboy corridor. Guarded room. It's amazing. You can type in directions and you can get there. All right. Give candy to lizard. This is the guarded room. This room is cowboy and musty, but tracks in the dust show it has seen visitors recently. At the south end of the room is a stained and battered but very strong-looking door. To the north, a corridor exits. Embedded in the door is a nasty-looking lizard head with sharp teeth and beady eyes. The lizard is sniffing at you. Here we go. You will give the candy to the lizard. The guardian greedily wolfs down the candy, including the package. It seemed to enjoy the grasshoppers particularly. It then becomes quiet and its eyes close. Lizards are known to sleep a long time while digesting their meals. Thank you, David Attenborough. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've known them for.
It's fair. It's fair. Okay.
Frankly, I don't know why we would even comment on such common knowledge.
I know, right? Doesn't everyone know that? That's fair. I'm going to open the door, which is locked.
Didn't we have a key for this?
Did we? I don't know. Let me go back and see if we have the key amongst our pile of stuff. Okay, we have the quantity of water, flask, crown, green book, purple book, white book, blue book, match book, Zork mid, iron key, which I thought opened a different thing, but we can pick that up.
Yeah.
There's also a delicate gold key.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should have looked at that lock before we restored. But iron key.
I'm just gonna get both.
Yeah.
We'll see if either of them work. All right, back to this. Give candy to lizard. Examine door. Door partly covered in cobwebs is closed. Move cobwebs. You can't move the door. Yeah. Unlock door. With the iron key, that will unlock it. Unlock door with gold key. The key turns and the bolt clicks. The door is unlocked. It was the gold key.
Alright.
Heavens help us.
Yeah, nothing says delicate like cobwebs and lizards.
The door creaks open. Lizard 2, the sequel. Alright. What is that to the east? I don't know. Let me look at the description again. South end of the room. Okay. So that means that it's through here to the south. And we'll find out what that room is. Here we go. Wizard's Workshop! You are standing in the entry hall of the Wizard's Workshop. Dark corridors lead west and south from here, The corridor to the west smells slightly of incense or candle smoke. The workshop door is open.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and just add that to the map here. Directions are west and south. I'll go ahead and just make those set up so we know remember that. Okay. What do we want to do?
I mean, I guess at this point it is. I mean, the workshop door's open already. I mean,
which way is the workshop? Is it the one to the west or the one to the south? Or is that the door we just came through?
which way did we come?
We came in from the north.
I'm gonna guess south.
Want to go south?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Trophy room. This is the wizard's trophy room filled with memorabilia of various sorts. On one wall is the wizard's DT, Doctor of Thaumaturgy degree from GUE Tech. We're getting more lore on GUE Tech. Several old magic wands are mounted on a wand rack. A collection of dull and nicked swords testify to the fate of many foolhardy adventurers. Small bottles contain discarded homunculi, a few preserved in alcohol. There is a stuffed owl on a perch. Embedded in the wall is an ornate trophy cabinet. A hand-lettered label is affixed to the wall. Ooh.
I mean, labels first.
Yeah. Always read the label first.
Yeah.
I keep worrying. I know the wizard's going to turn up sooner or later. Let's see. Warning! The exhibits in this room are the property of the mighty Wizard of Frobozz, me, and are the fruits of diligent labor and study over many years. He who touches anything will regret it. Signed, Frobozz.
Okay.
Let's touch everything.
Yeah, right?
What do you think?
Of
course, he might have left spells on it, but we'll see. Shall we start touching things?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah.
What do we want to go after first?
I mean, we want a wand, right?
Yes.
That's the.
Let me see if we can do that.
That's living the dream, right?
It is. The ability to cast spells would be nice. As your fingers near it, you get a nasty shock, but fortunately not a fatal. Do we need the goddamn robot for this too?
That's all.
We're gonna cast our spells through the robot. We should have had the robot come with us and just down here, so we can have him do stuff.
That's gonna be the thing. I'm getting the robot into the bucket.
Yeah.
If we put him in the bucket with the water in it, does he fry? We have to take the water out first.
Oh no. It's also only 3x3, so I mean, I don't know if it would be possible to stand in the bucket with the robot.
Yeah.
As well. But apparently, okay, so apparently we get shocked if we try to touch the wands. What do we think? We want to try to touch the swords, the bottles of homunculi, stuffed owl, cabinet. Or do we want to examine stuff? Maybe we could examine stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Let's, I guess, look at examine the owl. Right.
Examine the owl. Mr. Owl, tell us about your childhood. There is nothing special about the owl. Sorry.
Ask the owl how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop.
Yeah. I have a feeling that's why it ended up stuffed.
All right.
Try taking the owl?
Sure.
Yeah, same thing. As your fingers near it, you get a nasty shock, but not a fatal one.
Okay. So we're playing with exposed wires.
Exposed magical wires. I guess I can assume it's going to be the same for the bottles and the swords.
Right.
And I'm going to try to look at the trophy case. The wizard's trophy cabinet is empty. Are we supposed to put the treasures in here?
Maybe.
Could be. Maybe that'll let us actually get at stuff. The exhibits are the property of the wizard and are fruits of diligent labor and study around. He who touches anything will regret it. Just a question of like getting stuff without touching it, I suppose. Maybe. Who knows? And let's see. We didn't try to pick up the swords, but I feel as though. Oh yes, we did. Okay. So we tried to pick up everything. We haven't been able to pick up everything. Do we want to? Is there anything else you want to try in here before we start exploring more?
No, I don't think so. I think we can come back to this when we figure out how to stop the shock.
Let's see. Okay. I'm just going to restore to save moves. Because of course I am. So I guess this time we go west. Wizard's Workroom. This room is the Wizard's Workroom. A hall continues east and west, and a larger room lies to the south. There are many shelves and racks on the walls, but the Wizard's workbench dominates the room. It is made of dark, heavy wood bound with iron. The workbench is stained from many years of use and is deeply gouged as though some huge clawed animal was imprisoned on it. There are burn marks and even notes written in a crabbed hand. Many arcane items are scattered about the bench. Alembics, mortar and pestle, small knives of various sizes, odd scraps of vellum, wax candles, and much more. In the center of a relatively clear area of the bench are fixed 3 stands, ruby, sapphire, and diamond, which form a triangle. Huh. I think I'm going to go ahead and map and throw down some things on the map. I think, before I forget again.
Yep. Yeah, let's...
Because we had the workshop, trophy room, and the workroom. So this is... So we had the trophy room... Stuffed owl, and other stuff. Why I wanted to note the owl in particular, I'm not sure. It stood out. And this is the workroom, which I think goes both east and west. And there's this weird triangle here. Okay. So, let's see. What do you think?
All right.
Should we try to read the notes?
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll let us because it might just be room description, but you never know. Of course. What are notes? Should we look at the stands, I guess?
The stands, ruby, sapphire, and diamond. We had the red crystal, the...
Ah, yeah. There's a blue one, there's a red one. And, yes, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
We have one of them. I can't remember whether we have the red one or the blue one, but we've seen one.
I think we have the red one. We have the other. And then we I mean, I say we know, but collectively we've seen the second one.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. And
I'm wondering if all three turns off the electric in the other room.
It might.
Shock.
Yeah. They're all empty is what it'll say. Okay. Cool. So we just need to get those things into these stands, I think. And that might be, that maybe we can then go in and loot his room.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Anything else you want to do in this room, or should we keep going?
I think we can keep going.
Okay. A larger room, it says lies to the south. I forgot to add that in. There's also a way to the south. Okay.
Yeah.
We can go either west or south.
South.
South. All right. Pentagram room. In this room, inscribed in the floor, is a great pentagram drawn with black chalk. In its center is a black circle. Huh.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, absolutely nothing.
Everything is perfectly normal here.
Yes. I mean, it's a very good way to bind things if they're, you want to summon them, I would expect. The main thing is, as we were taught by the Whateleys, is do not bring up that which you cannot put down. That's the main rule. Anything we want to do with this?
I don't think this room has enough information. I don't recall anything with pentagrams, black circles.
You try to enter the pentagram, but are forced back by an invisible power.
Okay.
There is... I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, exactly.
Okay.
So we have been when we die, we encounter a thing, right?
Right. Yep.
Which I think might be a demon.
Uh-huh.
And so that's in play, and I think there's a connection between that and this.
Okay.
Basically, that's it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm saying in order to deactivate, so if he's trapped inside of it.
If he's trapped, yeah, right now I think it's, I don't think there's anything in there right now, but there might be eventually.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Invisible power. Who knows? Maybe he is in there. Who knows? Excellent. Oh, hey, Hannah. Hi. We are... Anyone just joining us, we've gone back to 1981 and we're playing Zork 2. Trying to figure out how this works. How goes it? No, it's good. It's good. It's been ages since we've been able to play this, and so we're finally getting back to it, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Just because we made progress. We made progress.
Slowly descending into the madness. Although when you're deep enough into the madness, you really can't tell how fast you're going. So
that's fair. That's very fair. No worry, Ann. All punctuation is made up anyway. It's perfectly fine. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for being here. So yeah, I think that we can probably just, I guess, leave this and keep going west or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my paranoid thing where I save light.
Save repeatedly.
Because you know.
It's okay. Now we can go back and get our Gru repellent.
That's fair. That's true.
Not that we know how long that lasts.
Yeah, I don't know if we need it or
what
not.
We can do in
right
the dark.
Now, yeah, there's probably going to be something. There's probably going to be something where we end up having to pass through the dark, and we'll need Gru repellent. I have to wonder: does the Gru repellent actually work, or is that just something that the Magic Gru repellent company just wants us to believe? Who knows?
It's like mating cologne. You won't die, but you'll wish you were dead.
Yeah. Frobozz Magic Group. Okay, you know what? It just occurred to me. All these Frobozz companies, Frobozz Magic X Company.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's the damn wizard. Isn't it?
Everything is him? Yeah,
He's produced all of these companies. He's just, used the shotgun method to produce all of these companies as a get-rich-quick scheme.
I mean, I don't know why he would need to, though, because it seems like he's the only person in town. Because it's the only company. Yeah.
But it's just, it's like, I just am imagining now he's basically the equivalent of a tech bro of some kind. It's just essentially trying all of these different companies to try to, with these faulty products, to just try to get the Zork mids out of people. This is my headcanon now.
Welcome to Frobozz Shark Tank.
I'm not at all surprised.
What's your idea? What's your idea? Now it's my idea.
Freaking Edison bastard. Okay. I guess we'll keep going west.
Yeah, sure.
Aquarium room. Here, a dark hallway turns a corner. To the south is a dark room. Maybe that's where we need the Gru repellent. To the east is fitful light. Filling the northern half of the room is a huge aquarium. The aquarium contains a baby sea serpent. Ah.
What? Adopt. Who's my little Cthulhu? Who's from the deep?
You know you want to. It's a baby.
I mean, I do now.
Yeah.
I will name him Kraken.
Excellent. Excellent.
I was gonna say there's something wrong with us, but there's so many things.
I mean, how long do we have? I am delighted by this. Wait a minute. There is... Holy crap, wait a minute. I'm remembering something. Hang on. Someone put something in the documentation about this, possibly. Now, again, this is after the fact, because this gray box is something that happened later, because they originally came out with the folio edition, right? And so all of this other stuff that they had inside was
the re-release.
Was a re-release. Yeah, so it was stuff they came up with after the facts to fill the box, right? After they came out with this format. But where is it? Let me see. Now these are friendly sharks. I think. I swear, I seem to remember one of these had a sea serpent. Yes! Maybe. Because we see...
That is something.
Yeah, we see something there. Let's see. I just want to see if... I'm going to... Flathead Beach. Transportation, weather, dining, lodging. Was there... I just want to see if they said something about the sea serpents. I'm wanting to see if they put a clue in here, basically. Is where I'm going with this.
I mean, alright. So we have a sea serpent. If it is electric eel light, maybe we can use it to do something with the electricity field.
That's possible, yeah. It's not in here. I will go back and look at Antharia real quick just in case, but wait a minute. There was a second page. Oh, it's all about Double Finucci. I'm very obsessed with the sport of Double Finucci. Let me see. Shark wrestling held every weekend during the summer at Anthar's Flathead Stadium. Nope, that's not it. Okay. I was hoping that there would be that there, because I remember the sea serpent from there, and for some reason I thought that it was mentioned somewhere, but it was not, apparently. Anyway, enough of that.
Continuing on.
Continuing on. Where we mess with everything. So it will not let us adopt the sea serpent, sadly. Look at. Can I just type baby? Look at baby. There's nothing special about the baby sea serpent. That's not true.
The lazy writer of this game.
Damn you, Mark Blank. Trying to remember now. Who was on this? Mark Blank and Dave Leveling. They are to blame. That and probably the limitations of how much how much memory they had at the time. We talk to the baby. The baby sea serpent pauses for a moment, perhaps thinking that you should reread the manual. Really? Was I on the right track? Did I just skim over stuff? No, won't let you play with the sea serpent either. Okay. The fact that it says perhaps thinking that you should reread the manual is kind of messing with my head right now because...
What manual?
Yeah, there wasn't... I'm telling you. Hang on. So this is the manual that comes in the gray box edition of this game. Now, the thing is, prior to this, Zorks 1, 2, and 3 were released in a thing like this. This is a flat package. Did not have much in there.
I'm so ashamed that even though that I know the difference because of going into stores and seeing both versions available for purchase.
Now, the edition that I'm playing with, I think, is a later edition, an anthology edition. But I didn't think they went in and changed the content of the game. But does this... Am I reading too much into this?
Maybe. Is there an in-game manual? Is there something we missed in one of the rooms?
Ooh, yeah, maybe. That could be. That could
or
easily
in this
be.
room.
But it just feels like there's a thing. I don't know. Because, like, I could just be missing something about... I could be missing something that I haven't been... I haven't been thinking about. Because I just wasn't thinking. Or I was trying to skim it quickly to avoid this becoming just a stream about reading. Although, wait a minute, we're playing a text adventure game. This is a stream about reading. Who knows? I mean,
it's a stream about reading and writing in incorrect context.
That's fair. Very fair. Because, I mean, the thing is, every single time I see, they put in these little ribs, these little ribbing comments about, you should read the manual. That usually is a meta comment when you see it normally. But maybe, maybe it's just playing with this, the bucolic pterodactyl inn. Let's see. I'm talking about the granola mines a little bit, or the granola bars from the granola mines. Rigid River Valley, which was, I think, basically the setting of the previous game. And they had this thing on Girth and Mythicus. It was a very small area. And I'm still just skimming, but I'm not seeing anything about sea serpents. And then the Grey Mountains, where if there are serpents in the mountains, I shall be very confused if there are sea serpents in the mountains. You have this about the mountains and all of that, which...
Right, the skiing and yep.
This delightful map. The skiing on the mountains. Just a few Borderland distractions. Okay. Probably, so it's not in here, I don't think, probably.
No, I don't think so.
So, if it's not in here, then, once again, you had said there might be a manual somewhere in this room. Dark hallway turns a corner. To the south is a dark room. To the east is fitful light. There's a huge aquarium containing a... I don't see...
Let's examine the aquarium.
Yeah. It contains a baby sea serpent.
This water is not strong enough.
I know, right? So maybe should we look to the south and see if we can find a manual there?
I mean, we should, or we just take the baby.
Okay, sure. He takes you instead. You have died.
This is my favorite part. Every time.
Well, just because it's a baby doesn't mean that it is not, larger than a human. Well, back to this room. Back to the guarded room we go.
Okay.
Workroom, aquarium room. There's a baby sea serpent here.
Alright, so south,
South.
I guess.
Wizard's quarters. This is where the Wizard of Frobozz lives. I can't believe we've just been messing around in his private chambers and he hasn't shown up yet. The room is constructed of delicate and wispy cloud stuffs. Do we think there's anything here?
I don't. What?
This is where he lives. We're at his home.
Does that mean that the walls are like spider webs? What is wispy cloud stuffs?
I'm not sure. Vapor?
And how do we know it's his quarters? Like, what makes it look like quarters? Is there a bed?
No idea. Just where he lives. In other words, this is where we ran out of memory. This is where we ran out of space on the disk.
Even Twitter gives us 140 characters.
Right. And soon 4,000. You have to play the MIT mainframe version in order to get the description of the wizard's quarters. That special bonus content. Is there anything we want to do with this? Punch the wall or something? Apparently it doesn't know the word cloud stuffs. Oh, there he is.
What? Oh, okay.
I wasn't trying to summon the wizard, but I was just messing
right.
around in the room. A strange little man in a long cloak appears suddenly in the room. He is wearing a high-pointed hat embroidered with astrological signs. He has a long, stringy, and unkempt beard. The wizard draws forth his wand and waves it in your direction. It begins to glow with a faint blue glow. There's a loud crackling noise. Blue smoke rises from out of the wizard's sleeve. He sighs and disappears. Huh.
Aha, you failed.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well for him this time.
I don't know, sleep in his bed?
I don't think there's anything here. Whoa!
What?
Well, something happened.
What?
This is where there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry here for those who are having trouble seeing it on the screen. Wizard's quarters. This is where the Wizard of Frobozz lives. The room is furnished in plastic and metal and looks like the control deck of a spaceship.
What? Where'd all the cog wispies go?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I was touching my mic, I apologize. Where'd all the cloud wispies go?
I don't know. That was fascinating.
Look at the plastic. Look at the metal. Look at the control deck. Or controls.
I don't think there is going to be any.
I just look again. Does it change again?
This is where the Wizard of Frobozz lives. The room is overhung with palm trees and lianas. The only furniture is a hammock. Oh, it doesn't know the word.
I think that's because it's not there anymore.
Probably not. Wizard's quarters. This is where the Wizard of Frobozz lives. The room is furnished in plastic and metal. Looks like the control deck of a spaceship. The room is sparsely furnished and almost monkish in its austerity. The room is an opulently furnished seraglio out of an Arabian folktale. Sparsely furnished. Delicate, wispy cloud stuffs. Cloud stuffs are back. It wasn't the wizard. The room is a dank and dimly lighted cave, its floor piled with furs and old bones. The room is a suburban bedroom out of the 1950s, complete with bunk beds. It doesn't even know the word bed. I'm just looking to see what any other ones are. Yeah. I think we've hit all of them at this point. Probably? Fascinating.
Probably.
So it's not the wizard, it's just this room. It just changes every time you look at it, which is kind of cool. I don't think that tells us much, but it's something.
Yeah, it's neat and infuriating. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's Zork. That's pretty much we're good there.
Neat and infuriating. Zork.
That's its. That'll be its tagline, pretty much. Neat and infuriating. So I guess I feel like that's everything there is to do in here.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm trying to think what we should do next. Because, like, we've got... I guess we can go back and take stock of what items we have in the carousel room. And kind of try to figure it out from there. We've been most places. I mean, there's something that we need to do with that triangle. And that's like putting the different, probably putting the different, 3 different crystals in there. We've got one of them. So
what I mean, was off really... of that the south room?
The mini room?
Yeah.
There's a stone blocking the way that I think we'd have to be able to use magic to get past.
Okay.
Possibly. Cerberus, also I think we might have to use magic to get past. Maybe? Unless we poison him or something?
Maybe.
And then it's just a question of trying to get this sphere that's in here. In the dingy closet. But I don't really know...
Alright, let's go back to... Let's relook at the new rooms. Minus the pentagram room.
I just go through and look at them? Or
the
descriptions? Okay. So there's a dark room to the south. Mm-hmm.
The east is
Wizard's workroom. I mean, there could be something in here.
So did we look at his workbench?
Wizard's workbench is empty. Even though there are many arcane items scattered about it. According to the... hang on. Get knife. Might actually help if I spell it correctly. Nope.
Go into the future and bring me back a Kindle.
Yes. stuff on the bench appears to be so much junk, and you decide that it would only get in your way if you look at it. Well, at least it knew the word vellum somehow. Yeah. Hey, Roller, yes. No, we found the wizard's workroom.
You want to check the shelves and the rack?
Yeah, sure. Nope.
Okay.
There are no racks here.
Alright. I guess moving on then.
Firmly attached to the bench. Alright, so back east?
Yeah.
This is Wizard's Workshop. Workshop door is open. Out of curiosity.
Reluctantly. The door is like, I don't wanna.
Ah, there he is again. He's not doing too well with his spells today.
That's a welcome change of pace.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's because we're here. He doesn't want to damage anything. I don't know. Okay. The south again is the trophy room. Touching anything in here doesn't work. Doctor of Thaumaturgy. Wait a minute. The text is in some obscure tongue. All that can be made out is reference to sending in a matchbook cover. Ah, yes. So, that could be a clue, but I think that's more of a joke because, like, send in 3 box tops.
Right.
Yeah. However... Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
We didn't do anything with the degree.
That's yeah.
If
right,
that's supposed to be a clue, maybe we're supposed to burn something. I don't know. Yeah, you too can be a wizard. If you send in enough matchbook covers. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm at a loss again.
So maybe, here's what I'm thinking. Is maybe we go back and look at what items we have at this point. We now at least know everything that's down here, and we didn't pick up anything here, so I can restore back to the carousel room. Mm-hmm. We'll see what we have. See if we can figure out any ways to make use of them. Maybe go from there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh! No, that's terrible. I need to figure out what to do with the baby sea serpent. And the thing is, I've just thought of something horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if MIT students in 1981 in the 1980s would have thought of this as, or in 1979 when they came up with it, would think of this as horrible. And that involves using the red cake.
I did think of that.
You did?
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, that's why I didn't say it. I mean, we're still here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
well, the wizard just turned us to stone, so we're gonna be here for a while unless we.
Oh yeah. I mean, we restore in front of the baby anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, I can't even. Dagnabbit. Fingerbeat and switch whole body is free again. Oh, there we go. Good lord. Okay. Okay. Content warning. We're about to do something really bad.
Or not.
This is not... Don't do this, basically. Don't ever do this. Good God. But I suspect they may have... they may require you to do this. Oh, good. It's crumbled to dust. So that didn't do anything.
No.
So they weren't being that evil. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. I'll not have to chastise blank and leveling for that. Oh, we're back in the... I forgot to... Yeah. So what do you think? Do you want to just restore back and... Or rather, go back to the carousel room and figure out... Look at the stuff there?
Yeah, maybe between that and the map we can...
Yeah. Okay. So... We have a can of Gru repellent. And actually, I think we may want to go to break in just a moment, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But I will go ahead and just read this again real quick. So we have Frobozz Magic Gru Repellent. Here's a teapot, which contains a quantity of water. We have a stoppered flask with a skull and crossbones marking it, filled with clear liquid. So some kind of poison. We have a treasure of Zork mids. We have the crown. We have a green book. Books. Forgotten what books are about. Purple book, white book, blue book, match book. Maybe we use, I don't know. Zork mid, rusty iron key, placemat, which we have used. Letter opener, which we've used. There's the blue crystal sphere, so the one we have is blue, the one we haven't picked up yet is red. The key, pearl necklace, which I think is just another treasure, rotten wooden chest, inside the chest is another treasure. A perfect rose, a bank brochure, a portrait of J. Pierpont Flathead, a Moby Ruby, probably another treasure, a wooden club, a baseball bat, and a dented steel box, which was, what was the dented steel box?
Well, no, wait, the ruby and the blue.
Oh!
And then the white one in that room with the cage that falls.
Interesting, okay. I've forgotten what's in the steel box. A violin. When did this happen? An amazingly offensive noise issues from the violin. When did we get this violin?
When did we get the steel box?
I don't know. Did it just appear here as a result of us stopping the room, do you think?
Maybe? So, offensive noise to the dog? To Cerberus?
Could be.
All
or
right.
the sea serpent? I don't know.
Yeah. So
There's
I think we can...
here. Yeah.
Alright, so I think we can confirm if it's the ruby and the sapphire.
Yeah. We could do that. We could bring those down there. We try playing the violin for the sea serpent.
Right. And then, if not the sea serpent, Cerberus.
Yeah.
And then we have to figure out how to deal with the cage.
Yeah.
Purple
I'm
book
trying to remember about the books. The white book, blue book, green book, purple book. I'm just remembering, right? Opening the purple book reveals a flathead stamp. Zork mid-stamp bears a portrait of Lord Dimwit Flathead, our excessive leader. Why did this not happen before? Various magical objects, chiefly so-called magic wand. Apparently this device works by pointing them at the object in ensorcelled, then chanting the appropriate magic words. It's truly amazing how credulous these ancients were, isn't it? There's purple book, white book. Blue book. I'm just trying to remember what was there. So yeah, the white and the purple ones are the only ones that actually tell us anything. Okay. I was just looking at that to try to remember, pretty much.
Right.
Okay. Should we go ahead and go to break for a few minutes?
Sure. Sounds good.
We're going to take a quick break. We shall return and do more delving. We'll see you shortly. we have returned, and we're gonna try some things. Haha! Ah! Huh? I'm going to go ahead and restore us back to the carousel room so we can grab the stuff we need. Actually, wait a minute. Before I do that, we're in the carousel room. I'm just, I was doing things to try to avoid. Let me look at my inventory real quick. There's a flathead stamp, which we might use to send mail eventually. We didn't know was in there before. I don't know if it affected our score, but it might have. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and restore us back to carousel room, and we'll grab some things up and take them down there. Okay, so I have forgotten already. Okay, yes, that's with already all that in there. Okay. So we're getting the blue crystal, the gold key, and the ruby, right?
Yep.
Is there anything else? Yeah.
Violin.
We got to open the box to get the violin.
Yeah.
Seems to be. Okay. Hang on. Okay. Take violin, crystal, gold key, and ruby. There we go. Okay. We now have those things.
Okay.
And
so we'll go and make sure the ruby and the sapphire, the blue crystal, are correct.
We can try those out and see how those go. We're gonna head. I'm just reminding myself of my directions. And so southwest, southwest, and south, and then will be obvious from there. Okay. Back to the guarded room. Give candy to lizard. Unlock door with gold key. Open door. South. And west. We're in the workroom. Put ruby in ruby stand. Done. Put crystal in sapphire stand. Done. So that worked.
All right.
I guess.
Violin.
Do we just leave these here? I guess.
What could go wrong?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Baby sea serpent. Play violin. Amazingly offensive noise. My swords began to glow very brightly.
Wait, what?
That's interesting. So I talked to the serpent. It said, go jump in a lake. Your sword has begun to glow very brightly. And then I looked at the room again. And the sword's no longer glowing. That was weird. Did the serpent get angry? I don't know what to tell the serpent to do. Every time we talk to the serpent, the sword starts glowing. Maybe we're supposed to tell the serpent to do something.
Is there something in the aquarium?
In the aquarium is a baby sea serpent who eyes you suspiciously. His scaly body writhes about in the huge tank. I don't know.
Okay.
Good to know. What else do we... Interesting. I don't know what to... Is there something we should tell the serpent to do?
I don't know what to tell to do.
Yeah. Who knows? And I mean, even I don't even know if it's fully relevant, even because it's just, it makes it upset. That's about it.
Yeah, I don't understand how talking to it makes the sword glow.
Oh, we've had fumble cast upon us by the wizard once again.
Oh.
As it appears. I guess. Yeah. I can't think of anything else for this.
Yeah,
Maybe
violin on Cerberus still,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then get that.
No. The funny part is, I'm saving lantern light, but it's what we did was easy enough to redo.
Yeah.
Okay. Open box. Fireproof. That's a new one.
All right.
Which actually might be helpful, come to think of it. Just not right now.
Would have been good to know when there was, say, a dragon.
Yeah.
Or lava.
That would have been great. The heck, man. I have no idea what's happening. I'm gonna drop the candy because that's the only other weird thing that we're carrying, and I guess we'll head down to see Cerberus. Okay, south, down, and down. Back in the mini room to the south. There's a large room which was evidently used once as a quarry. Many large limestone chunks lie helter-skelter around the room. Some are rough-hewn and unworked, others smooth and well-finished. One side of the room appears to have been used to quarry building blocks, the other to produce menhirs, standing stones. Obvious passages lead north and south. One particularly large menhir, at least 20 feet tall and 8 feet thick, is leaning against the wall, blocking a dark opening leading southwest. On this side of the menhir is carved an ornate letter F, which I think we're supposed to use the float spell on that, perhaps. When we one day get the wand. Stairway. A marble stairway leads down into the gloom, and a passage leads north, down. Oddly angled room. This is a room with oddly angled walls and passages in all directions. Walls are made of some glassy substance. The marble stairway leads upward. The floor is swung down at the end of the stairway to reveal a secret passage leading down into unrelieved darkness. Your sword is glowing with a faint blue glow. Down. Cerberus room. This is the entrance to a huge crypt or tomb. A marble stairway leads up from a gateway arch. There's a vicious-looking dog guarding the entrance. It is more or less your usual dog, except that it has 3 heads and is the size of an elephant. Your sword has begun to glow very brightly. Play violin. Let's see what that does. An amazingly offensive noise issues from the violin.
Mm-hmm.
Enter tomb. The huge dog snaps nastily at you. And that's when the wizard shows up. Ah! A strange little man in a long cloak appears suddenly in the room, wearing a high-pointed hat, red with astrological signs. We've described this before. He used fear on us, and we ran from the room, it says. You look at the wizard in terror, you scramble away, trying to get as far as possible from him, out of the angled room. Well, we didn't get anywhere there. think?
All right. What? Hey.
No. My thought is we go back and we look at what stuff we have and try to think about how it compares to other stuff we've seen. Either that or we cheat. We could also cheat, if you like. Since I think we've given this more than a fair shake.
Yeah. I mean, we can still go back and try to figure out the room, but yeah, like I feel like we exhausted our options there.
Yeah.
So maybe we should.
The violin playing for the dog was very good because I seem to remember there's some kind of like Orpheus thing, or was it Orpheus that played for Cerberus, or am I just making that up?
Now I don't know.
Because like I want to think, okay, so like Hercules fights Cerberus, I remember that, but I was trying to remember if Orpheus or someone else plays like the lyre for Cerberus, and like puts the dog to sleep or something, or if that's just something I conjured in my brain out of other stuff that I've seen. I cannot remember.
Right. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Here are the items we have in the carousel room. I need to read the can of Grue repellent. Actually, we haven't done that yet. I don't know if it'll help. Frobozz magic Grue repellent. Instructions for use: apply liberally to creature to be protected. Duration of effect is unpredictable. Use only in place of death. Interesting. No warranty expressed or implied. It says use only in place of death. That might mean we're supposed to use it when we get past Cerberus.
Maybe.
Because if it's supposed to be like, you know, the gateway to the underworld, right? What do we have? We have a teapot. We know how we use that. A stoppered glass flask with a skull and crossbones marking. The flask is filled with some clear liquid. I'm assuming that's poison. Let's find out. I don't think that stoppered glass flask filled with liquid would agree with you. Darn it.
I mean...
As you pass out, you realize that the vapors from the flask's contents are fatal. Ooh! I just went ahead and opened it because... But that tells us something also. Like, either we shouldn't open it ourselves, or the circumstances are going to have to be very specific when that flask gets opened.
Or we throw it in Cerberus' mouth?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Could be. So that might be a possibility. Just feed the flask to Cerberus. So we've got the Zork mid-bills, the crown, the green book, which I think tells us nothing. Like the white book and the purple book are the ones that tell us things, and really just the purple book has the stamp in it. We have the matchbook. I keep thinking that we used the matchbook already, so we might not need it. But
right,
that might have been a clue in the maybe we're supposed to burn the diploma or something. It's hanging on the wall. I mean, if it were hanging on the wall, then it should be in a glass frame or something, so you wouldn't be able to burn it with a match. But maybe they're taking license.
Yeah.
We have the Zork mid. We have the iron key, placemat, letter opener. We used all those. Blue crystal sphere. I think we kind of know what that's supposed to do now. Maybe.
Right.
Gold key.
Wait.
Go ahead.
It didn't tell us we couldn't put it in the stand, so...
True. Yeah,
where it doesn't fit.
Then again, we might be able to put anything in the stand, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, we didn't try that.
But I mean, that makes sense though. What you've been talking about makes sense. The gold key, we know what that's used for. Pearl necklace, which maybe is just a treasure or maybe has a use. I feel like maybe we're just supposed to put these treasures in the wizard's trophy room because, you know, that I just randomly put things in a trophy cabinet last time and left them behind. That wooden chest that has a gold statue in it. There's a perfect rose. I can't think of anywhere that we might use that, but I guess you never know. I mean, the idea, I guess, would be to give it to somebody?
Right.
I'm not sure.
Like the princess who ran away?
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, even that wasn't... How did that play out? I'm trying to remember now, because there was like a secret room.
Well,
no, she ran off on the unicorn.
Yeah, we followed her to the gazebo, and she gave us the gold delicate key.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we got the rose then, too. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I can't remember that far back anymore.
I know.
We have the bank brochure, which, you know, it is what it is. We have the portrait, which I think is a treasure. But, I'm still mad I couldn't show it to the dragon and upset the dragon with it. We have the ruby, which I think we kind of know what we're supposed to do. Wooden club, baseball bat. And the steel box that has the violin in it that I have no idea where that came from. Unless we're supposed to, like, play the violin for the topiary animals? I don't know. Although we did look at,
I mean, it's making a horrible noise, right?
Yeah. In the hints, I think it was just saying, the topiary is not, you know, it said something.
Can we tune the violin?
I don't see why not. Actually, we'll see why not in a moment. Nope. Nothing special. Just fancy.
Nothing special, but it's fancy.
Yep. Or maybe we're supposed to give it to someone who's actually able to play it. Or maybe we'll run into sheet music or something.
Yeah.
The two extant beings that we think we can play this for doesn't seem to do anything. I feel like we've tapped out everything at the bank. And the volcano. And the dragon area. I feel like it's really just a question of figuring out the machine room situation, or rather that security measure on that last crystal, right?
Right. Alright, are we gonna consult the book?
1 second, I'm gonna look at the inventory one more time here.
Yeah.
As I'm kind of just going through. Because I'm just trying to figure out something that we do up there with one of these objects, right? Stamp. Matchbook. Pearls. Little dragon statuette. Gold statue. Rose. Club. No. Because I'm trying to think what's up there.
Right.
And I don't think I copied anything over, so I don't have the description of the room or anything. There's that sphere in there.
And that's it. When you touch the sphere, the cage comes down.
And like if you make the robot do it, the cage will come down. But you can't get into the cage. Don't know of any other way to...
Did it destroy the robot, though?
It did. It said the robot has died when we did.
Yeah.
And like... Yeah, I can't think where putting the crystal in one place so we can see what's in the other is going to help us, especially here. Okay, yeah, I think that short of trying to go down and burn the diploma, which I don't think is as much in the way of... I don't think that has legs.
Right.
Then I think that maybe it might be cheating time. What do you think?
Yeah, let's we'll do the same thing. We'll go through the cheat slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. All right.
Try to get a hint.
Yeah. I think we've banged our head against this as much as I think is reasonable. So let's see. Did we get everything in the carousel? Really, it's the Alice area. That's what we need to look at, right? Or is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
So how do we get the well? We've got that. What is the? We got that. How do I catch the magic? Okay, there may be jokes here. Basically, is all I'm thinking. How do I catch the magic mouse? I don't think there is one. But have you tried using the green cheese? There is no mouse. Sorry. Yes, I didn't think so.
Okay. Right.
And the writing on the cake be read. There's the cake. I keep forgetting about the other cake that we have.
The orange cake, right? With the red cake and the orange cake.
Holy crap! You remember what happened when we tried eating the orange cake? We exploded, didn't we?
Yes.
Should we try feeding that to Cerberus?
Oh. Yeah.
A terrible, terrible thing to do. Do we want to try that first, or do we need to keep looking at this?
Yeah, no, we can try that first.
All right, we'll try that first.
We can go back and forth between trying things.
Okay, I
believe in us.
I wasn't thinking about it, and then I suddenly was. Okay. Hang on. Okay. We're just gonna go try to do the thing to Cerberus.
Yeah.
All right. So south, down.
Was one of those hints? What is MCAP?
Wait, what?
Yep.
What is ABCDIC? Oh yeah. That's probably okay. Give orange cake to Cerberus. Nope, he doesn't want it. Alright, never mind.
Alright, we tried.
Cerberus, sleep. He doesn't know the word. Lie down. Cerberus, south. Sure. Alright, never mind. Wait a minute. Cerberus, heal. Okay. Alright. Okay. Well, we tried. Alright. Let me see. So, turning the Invisiclues back on. Can the writing on the cakes be read? I don't know if we need to look at that or not, but we could, I guess.
Yeah, let's go through it real quick. I mean, we read it, I thought.
On all but one, it is too small to see with the naked eye.
Right.
Not even the robot can read it. A magnifying glass would be useful. I can't think of anything that acts as one. Did we have anything that acted as one?
Nothing in a glass.
Yeah. Try reading it through the flask in the pool room. Oh my god. Really? Really? I guess we can try that. We only have the one cake left, but you never know.
Yeah, but isn't that the one that we know explodes?
Yeah, I mean it is. So I mean I don't know how helpful that's going to be.
Yeah,
but,
I don't think that's helpful.
Read orange cake through flask. The flask distorts and magnifies the cake frosted with orange letters showing details not noticed earlier. The letters now visible say explode. And what's the other one that we have? The red cake?
Red cake.
Evaporate. Explode and evaporate.
All
right.
You could evaporate the tank.
Well, we tried that, remember?
Oh, that's right. You got
the cake crumbled to dust. Well, no, the cake crumbled to dust. I tried to put it in there. Unless we just did it the wrong way. So that was interesting. I don't think that was necessarily helpful, and we did get points for it, though. Damn it.
Okay.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still at 190. We get 200 for for feeding the lizard and opening the door.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, back to this. Back to the Invisi clues. Okay. Can the Mad Hatter be cured? I think this is a joke.
All right.
2 hints. There is no cure for advanced mercury poisoning. What Mad Hatter?
Right.
Yep. Can I get back down from here? I think we know the answer to that. What do the cakes do? We kind of know the answer to that. What can I do with the flask of poison? We don't know the answer to that yet, aside from reading things through it now, apparently.
Right. So the first, yeah, let's see if there's anything. Well, that and dying by opening it.
Dying by opening it, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be important, but
maybe there's a third use.
3 hints. Heal yourself or others.
Okay.
Examine it. We did that. Didn't we?
We can try.
Hang on. Hang on. Hang on a second. Just says it's a skull and crossbones. That's all it says. Okay. I thought I think we had examined it.
Used it as a magnifying glass.
Yeah. Examine it, look through it, use it as a magnifier to read the writing on the cake. Yes, we did.
Okay.
How can I get the object under the water? We did that. How do I cross the chasm? Was there a chasm?
What chasm?
Or maybe that was when we shrink down and it's that crack.
Yeah,
right?
well, yeah, the crack.
Do we need something in there?
Maybe. Probably, if it's asking us.
Should we go back and look? Or do we want to...
No, let's see the hint.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no way to cross while in your small state. Once you return to normal size, the chasm will be a small crack again.
Alright, no.
How do I control the robot? That might be significant, actually. We already know, but it might be good to look at it.
Yeah.
Read the instructions. Okay, yes, thank you. What is EBCDIC? You know what this is, don't you?
It's gonna be. I think so, but.
Oh my god. I think I just figured something out. Maybe. Hang on. I mean, look, what is EBCDIC? It stands for Extended Binary Coded Decimal Interchange Code, which IBM equipment often uses instead of ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Exchange.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay.
Yeah. I just thought of something. Because I'm remembering now. Because the next question is, what is a footpad, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a sign when you go to where the crystal is, right? It says hello footpad. So what if that's a hint? And we actually are supposed to lay down the placemat and stand on it before picking up the crystal. What if it's... I mean, I don't know if that'll do anything. If it, like, requires electricity to be conducted or something to do. No, that doesn't really make as much sense, does it? Because it's just you pick it up and the cage drops on you and kills you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be it. Do we want to find out what a footpad is?
Sure.
It's a thief, but anyway. Sorry, is there anything we're supposed to stand on while doing...
No.
It is not a doormat. You know. Check the dictionary. Yes. Yes, it's a thief. It means thief. That is you. Yes. Okay, good. Yes, we know this. How can I take the red sphere? This is what we really want to know, right?
Don't steal it.
Yeah, I know, right? There are 2 hints. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that when the cage falls, you don't die immediately? For some reason, I thought we did. Don't we?
No. I apparently not.
Should we go back and look at it again?
Even if we take it, then what?
Yeah. Do we go ahead and look at this other hint?
Sure.
Okay. You have time to tell the robot to lift the cage if he's in the...
Okay, take what we were doing and flip it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep.
Goody.
Yep. 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 I want to know what the buttons do.
Yeah.
If you push them, you're electrocuted. You can experiment with them by ordering the robot to push them. The buttons control the electromagnetic field, which spins the carousel room.
Yep.
The square button increases the spin to high speed. The round button decreases the spin to low speed. The triangular button flips the field from the carousel room to the low room, releasing the iron box and causing the carousel to stop spinning. That's where the box came from. Note, increasing the speed and flipping the field up to the low room is dangerous. No more hints. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. We did all of those things.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so now we know how to get the red sphere.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately is not the white sphere. So.
Well.
The ruby might be incorrect.
You're right. No. It was a good idea, though.
Yeah. Or they're wrong and it's not red, it's white, because we haven't been in that room for a while and actually seen it for ourselves for a while.
That's fair. If it's a red sphere, then we would need to put something else in there. Or... There are no
We
diamonds.
still need to find the white sphere.
Yeah. Or like, just a diamond or something.
Mm-hmm.
That work that way. Don't know. So the thought is then that we now know how to get the red sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that will help us? Should we get it and try stuff with it? Or do we want to... Or do we feel like we need to look at more things?
Let's look and see. The only other thing is the serpent and Cerberus right now.
Yeah.
Cerberus. So let's get a hint for the dog, I think.
For the dog? For the dog?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna be the oddly angled room, I think. Which is earlier. And this is just the Babe Flathead Bat. And this is the...
Right, we did all that.
Not what we were looking for. Apologies to non-American Zorkers. The bank, volcano area, Alice, Wizard's Workshop. General, it's under general questions, then. How do I get past Cerberus? The Fierce spell is not recommended. It's talking about spells again.
Right.
Float and Feeble are not strong enough. I have a feeling we're going to have to cast a spell at it.
Okay.
So I think Cerberus has to come later. After we get a wand.
Alright, well then in that case, let's go the opposite way. And what about the serpent?
Yeah. So how do I open the trophy case? How do I take the wands from the rack? What do I do with the yellow sphere? Is there a yellow sphere? What do I do with the black sphere? What the hell?
Alright, well you know what?
There's a lot of
apparently
stuff.
we missed some stuff here, so let's start at the top.
Okay. Can I open the trophy case? That at least we know about. Not directly. It was empty though, I looked. Anyway. Treasures you were carrying when you died or which the wizard has filched from you are kept in his trophy case. If you acquire the wizard's wand, you can filch them back. Oh. Okay.
With the spell filch.
Apparently. We have that one down, don't we? We do not.
Do we?
No, we don't. You just got spoiled for filch. Oh no! I feel so sad. Actually, I do not. Okay. So, you want to talk about the wands?
Yeah. I mean, that was the first thing we tried to do.
Yeah. So there's only one hint here.
Oh, good. You can't get them.
You don't. They can't be taken.
Okay.
It says, what do I do with the yellow sphere? I have not seen a yellow sphere.
No.
I don't know. How do I detach the stands from the bench? Might be actually close to what we're...
Maybe.
You've been fantasizing again. There is no yellow sphere. That's what I thought.
Okay.
How can the owl be released? I tried touching the owl. Nothing happened. It's a stuffed owl.
Go ahead. Let's...
The owl and the other memorabilia in the trophy room are protected by a powerful spell which cannot be broken.
Okay.
No kidding! Alright. It says, what do I do with the black sphere, but I didn't...
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you tried looking into... Where is the black sphere?
I felt like we saw the black sphere.
Really? In the workshop?
No. Well, I didn't think so.
Where did we see a black sphere?
No, maybe not.
I don't know. I feel as though... I mean, I don't think we're gonna... I actually like to see how do I detach the stands. Or what are the stands for? That's actually better. Their colors should be revealing. Rubies are red, sapphires are blue, diamonds are clear. Yes. By putting the crystal spheres in the appropriate... Okay, we knew that already.
Yeah.
What do I do with a palm tree? How do I kill the serpent? How do I enter the aquarium? How do I satisfy the demon? We want to talk about killing the serpent? I don't want to kill the serpent.
Sure.
How dare they? A fish out of water. We tried breaking the aquarium glass. No, we haven't. What do we like? Hit it with a baseball bat?
Maybe.
Maybe. Do we want to see this hint or do we want to leave it?
I mean, it'll tell us what to hit it with.
We're tired. As serpents are rather dangerous, you should stand far back and throw something at the glass. Okay. That's doable. That's very sad. I did not want to kill that. Okay.
Well, there's something we can do.
Yeah, there is something we can do. There are things we can do now, at least. Do we want to try... So I guess my question to you then, what do we want to try right now? Do we want to go and get the red sphere? Or do we want to...
Yeah, I mean, if we want to go get the red sphere and save, and then go break the aquarium and go see what's in there.
Yeah. Maybe the black sphere, I don't know.
Probably.
Okay. So let's see. We actually... Let me see. We were in the 60s. I mean, I could just put us back in the tea room and we'd be fine, I think.
Right.
Because we had everything we needed at that point for the most part. And it has added advantage of not using any lamplight. Don't know if we'd be able to carry everything, but one never knows. Okay. Northwest. Low room. Exits to the east and southeast. Go east. Is he... It's a good thing there are only 2 exits from that room. Machine room. A large room full of assorted heavy machinery. The room smells of burned resistors. Along one wall are 3 buttons, which are respectively round, triangular, and square. Naturally, above these buttons are instructions written in EBCDIC. A large sign in English above all the buttons says, "Danger, high voltage. There are exits to the west and the south. There's a robot here. Robot south." Where buzz click, the robot leaves the room. We head south. Hello, footpad. Frobozz Magic Alarm Company. This is a dingy closet adjacent to a large room in the north. Chiseled into wall are these words: protected by Frobozz Magic Alarm Company. Hello, footpad. There doesn't seem to be any footpad here, however. There's a robot here. There's a beautiful red crystal sphere here. Okay, are we ready to take a stab at this?
Take the red crystal.
Okay. Okay. As you reach for the sphere, a solid steel cage falls from the ceiling to entrap you. To make matters worse, poisonous gas starts coming into the room. Cage, you're trapped into a solid steel cage. Robot lift cage. The cage shakes and is hurled across the room. It's hard to say, but the robot appears to be smiling. Yay! Thank you, robot. Get the sphere. We have the sphere. Look into sphere. You see only darkness.
Okay.
Which is probably because there's no light in the room that we left the blue one in. Okay, well, we have that now. I guess we go.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna save again to I'm saving versus wizard right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And... remembering the moves. West, northwest. Okay. Now. We have the sphere. What do we want? Do we want to get the other sphere and go down there? We want to set those in there, or what do we want to do?
Yeah, we might as well put them there because we're gonna pass it on the way to the serpent anyway.
Yeah.
So we need the spheres, the candy, the gold key.
Yeah, we're carrying the candy. Alright. I had a mad thought. Okay. Yeah, the blue sphere, gold key. Anything else? We need something to throw.
Oh, something to throw.
What's a good...
Maybe the ruby.
We could try throwing the club.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get the matchbook just in case we can burn the diploma. I'm thinking... I don't know. Probably not a good idea.
It basically said everything in that room was off limits.
Yeah, it did. Alright, alright. Blue sphere, gold key, club. Do we want anything else to put in the... I mean... can't think of anything else.
No.
We're just setting those things in there. I mean, we could set the ruby in the other one, but it's the wrong color. I don't think we have... We didn't pick up any diamonds. Alright. Ah, load is too heavy. What all am I carrying now? Oh, the teapot and the... hang on. I gotta drop some things. Okay. Drop. Flask. We have to hold on to the cake so it won't let them go. And teapot. Get gold key. Blue sphere. And club. I don't know if it'll let us take it. It did. Good. Excellent. Alright. Oh, hey. Hey, G-dubs. We are in Zorkening. We're trying desperately to get to where we need to go. And saving every few seconds. Alright. So, from here we go southwest, southwest, south, okay. We try to get to where we need to go. Once again, back into the cobwebby corridor. Back into the guarded room. Give candy to Lizard. Greedily wolfs down the candy, including the package. Unlock door with key. Gold key. Open door. And south. Wizard's Workshop. I'm going to save again just as a paranoid precaution. Alright. So, west. Workroom. Put blue sphere in sapphire stand. Put red sphere in ruby stand. Well, that part's done. We're in the aquarium room. Heavens help us, we're about to cause damage now. Content warning. Animal harm potentially about to happen here. It is a sea serpent. Alright. Throw club at aquarium. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should save first before we do this. I'm just realizing. Okay. The wooden club shatters the glass wall of the aquarium, spilling out an impressive amount of salt water and wet sand. It also spills out an extremely annoyed sea serpent who bites angrily at the wooden club and then at you. He is having difficulty breathing, and he seems to hold you responsible for his current problem. He tries to slither across the stone floor towards you. Fortunately, he expires mere inches away from biting off your foot. A clear crystal sphere sits amid the sand and broken glass on the bottom of the aquarium.
So we put all three together and they make a black sphere.
I think so. All right. Just who was sitting on the treasure. Okay. Put clear sphere in diamond stand. Are we ready?
Ready.
Done. As you place the clear crystal sphere in the diamond stand, a low humming noise begins, and you can feel the hairs on the back of your neck begin to stand up. The three spheres begin to vibrate faster and faster as the noise becomes higher and higher pitched. 3 puffs of smoke, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 white, rise up from the empty stands. The spheres are gone, but in the center of the triangle formed by the stands is now a black stand of obsidian in which rests a strange black sphere. I think I need to save the game even yet again because of what might happen in a moment. We got it.
All right.
Evans, help us. What do we do with it?
Take it. Look into it.
Take sphere. Taken. Look into sphere. As you peer into the sphere, a strange vision takes shape. A huge and fearful face with yellow eyes. The face peers out at you expectantly.
Now we have something to take to the pentagram room.
We do, don't we? It's south of here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Pentagram room. In this room, inscribed on the floor, is a great pentagram drawn with black chalk. In its center is a black circle. This is a great idea. This is the best ever idea, what we're about to do.
Put the black sphere in the circle.
Here we go. I'm sure this is a perfectly fine... Well, welcome to Zork 2, where you suddenly take a left turn into demon worship. Put sphere in circle.
You said suddenly.
That's true. That's fair. Bunch of stuff is happening here. A cold wind blows outward from the sphere, the candles flicker, and a low moan, almost inaudible, is heard. It rises in volume and pitch until it becomes a high-pitched keening. A dim shape becomes visible in the air above the sphere. The shape resolves into a large and somewhat formidable-looking demon. He looks around, tests the walls of the pentagram experimentally, then sees you. A new master, he says under his breath. New master. Greetings, O master. Wouldst desire a service as our contract stateth? For some pittance of wealth, some trifle, I will gratify thy desires to the utmost limit of my powers, and they are not inconsiderable. He makes a pass with his massive arms on the walls, and the walls begin to shake a little. Another pass, and the shaking stops. A nice effect. I find it makes for a better relationship to give such a demonstration early on. He grins vilely. Your sword has begun to glow very brightly. Really? Suddenly the wizard materializes in the room. He is astonished by what he sees. His servant is in deep conversation with a common adventurer. He draws forth his wand, waves it frantically, and incants, Frobozz, Frobozz, Frobnoid. The demon laughs heartily. You no longer control the black crystal hedge, wizard. Your wand is powerless. Your doom is sealed. The demon turns to you expectantly.
I think now we want a wand, right?
Yeah.
Wand me.
My fee is not paid. I perform no tasks for free. We demons have a strong union these days. Here, I'll get the wand. The wizard snatches it away. Although, does this mean the wizard can't use the wand on us, period?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
This pleases me.
Yeah.
I have nothing to give this demon. We got a gold key. I don't know if that'll help. You've got an exploding cake.
We have a ruby.
Well, not on us, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's a good question. Is like the question of like he'll probably accept the treasures, but like, are we supposed to do that? Will it reduce our score? I don't know. Most fine, master, but 'tis not enough. I will do a great service, and are not great services bought at great price? Lost that key. So I've got to give him something valuable. We've got to give him something valuable, and so I'm assuming we would be raiding the treasure hoard for that, which is doable. So it's just a question of what we want the demon to do. This is very interesting. So my initial thought is we want the demon to get the wand for us, right?
Right.
So my initial thought then is we should just grab one of the treasures, I guess. Should we grab one of the treasures and give that to the demon?
Sure.
Will a stack of Zorkmids be enough? Is that what he wants?
I would assume the ruby.
The ruby's probably good. Okay. So the question now becomes, do we want to restore back to the carousel room, or do we just want to restore back to the table? Because I'm trying to figure out if there's going to be an inventory management problem if we try to scoop up everything before we go down there.
Yeah.
Like a treasure. Maybe, maybe not. We can try it.
I would say just, I mean, I guess you could try it.
I don't think it's going to work out, but we can give it a shot. I'm thinking we're going to end up back at the Black Sphere, but I think it's still doable. The wizard lunch. Okay. Get Ruby. Taken. Okay, we're good. Because we now have everything, right? Yeah. Not gonna lose a single thing. Okay. Get the ruby. Alright. Let's do that again. Let me go ahead and that actually means there'll be room in our inventory for the wand, which I'm happy to deal with. Okay, this will be pretty quick to get through. Corridor, guarded room. Give candy. Do lizard. Unlock door. Gold key. Open door. South. West. Put red sphere in ruby. In ruby stand. Put blue sphere in sapphire stand. West. Throw club at aquarium. Get crystal sphere. East. Put crystal sphere in in diamond stand. Clear sphere in diamonds. Stand. There's a black sphere. Get black sphere. Save. You know, just in case. South. Put sphere in circle. Here we are. Before the demon once again. Give ruby to demon. It's not enough. What do you want? Is there one treasure you think he wants, or do we have to give him like a crap load of treasures?
Oh no.
I mean, we can sit and work it out if we want to. Just a question of like, there are a bunch of treasures that are up there that we can use for this. It's just a question of like, maybe there's a certain number of treasures we have to give him before he'll do stuff for us. And then there's a question of, do we have to use 2 separate commands on get the wand and give the wand to us? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do we want also?
Can we ask him what his price is?
Yes. What is the price? Let me look at the end of that communication thing.
Or fee.
Yes. Ask demon about fee. Another word, fee. Treasure. Demon pauses for a moment, perhaps thinking you should reread the manual. So I don't think he's gonna tell us. I think this is gonna be something where it's like we gotta just try different things until he does it.
Okay.
So let me ask you something real quick here. We have made some significant progress here, and I see that it is starting to get a little late. Do you want to save here and pick it back up with this in like a couple of weeks if we are?
Yeah, that actually sounds good.
This feels like a good place to pick back up.
Yeah, this is... we have something that we can start with, and then hopefully go from there.
Yeah. And actually,
time.
And I mean, even, you know, I'll go ahead and... Yeah, we can actually... We already saved back when we had before we were in here, so I don't think it's going to be a big deal.
Right.
So yeah, that'll work. And then we can start figuring out what we want to give him. And do we want to just sort of next time just do trial and error, essentially? Sort of, bring a bunch of treasures down, see what happens.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Okay. That'll work. You know, there is one thing I want to try. Just to see what it does syntax-wise.
Okay.
This isn't a big deal. This is just... you can use the word treasures to specify those specific items. Okay. So that helps, I think. Also, I don't think it considers the key a treasure.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
All right. Good. Okay. Just wanted to see what we were doing with that. It wouldn't accept the ruby by itself, so I think it's like maybe a number of treasures.
Or one particular one.
Or one particular one, yeah. I mean, unless we want to cheat and find out which one it is ahead of time. I mean, that's not going to be too tough. All right. I think we're good.
Perfect.
We are good. Let me go ahead and bring us back to here. thank you very much for playing this once again. It's good to see you again.
Thanks. It's good to see you. We should do this again.
Yes. I feel as though we might.
In significantly less time.
Yes. Hopefully. So, hopefully in like 2 weeks we can come back and see kind of what we're doing. And hopefully we'll find something that the demon wants.
Excellent.
So it's very neat. I think it's an interesting twist on what we've seen before, because now it's fairly open. It feels fairly open at this point as to a number of things we could tell the demon to kill the wizard, I guess, if we wanted to, but at the same time, I think if we just take his wand away, that'll be fine.
Right.
And it'll kind of help us with what we need to get done. So that's.
Yeah, I mean, if we get the wand out of this part, we can open up the boulder or lift the boulder.
Yeah. Do
something to Cerberus.
Yeah. So that I think is going to work out nicely. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We can see how this goes, but. Awesome. Is there anything you've got going on you wanted to plug or what have you, or tell folks where they can find you, that kind of thing?
Not that helps anybody. Not that helps anybody. I personally, I'm gonna go do a murder mystery dinner tomorrow.
Cool.
I'm gonna have a lovely time. Wish you could be there. It won't be broadcast anywhere, and you're not invited.
Very hard hitting. Oh, the sadness. So, Lucci is here giving the gift of FOMO for anyone who wants it. Nice. Did I ever put one of those things in the thing for you? I did. There it is. Yeah. Those are your links.
Yeah.
For folks who desire to follow them. As for me, I am Jim Ryan. I am a writer, streamer, and podcaster. Basically, I am OtherDoc on Twitch, Twitter, Hive, Mastodon, and basically most social media places. Anywhere that I'm not OtherDoc, I am Jim. Yes, that Jim. There are links. There's down below you can get to various things, including I've got now a links link that takes you to my link tree if you want to just see all of those. My website is jimyesthatjim.com, and I have a bunch of stuff there for anyone who wants to go back into the archives of the old things and listen to them. Let's see, what do we have here? Today is Thursday, so right now, let's see, on Monday, we will have what is probably going to be the finale of our first Monday arc for Don't Rest Your Head. So we're finally getting to a point that they are face to face, that group, with the Shadow Crone, and they're now going to see what they can figure out. Hopefully they have the information they need. The Wax King is ready to provide them with an exit. They just need to get out alive. That's the important thing. That's I'm very much looking forward to that. That's Monday night, and then no Dune next week. That'll be in 1 week after that. So we're good. And then 2 weeks from today, more of this. So I think that's about it for me. We may go say hi to someone when we hit the end card. Feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. In the meantime, folks, did you have something else you wanted to let anyone know? Or
nope.
Are we good? Okay.
No, we are good. I will see everybody in a couple weeks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I missed this. I really did.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you all so much for hanging out. Take care. We will see you all of a sudden.
Bye.